All right, here we go. We're back. We're doing game two now of Lemur Legion versus Lost Boys. We just did game one. Off the delay. This is a recast, so the game's already happened. They're not happening live. But yeah, game two, game one. Good punch back by the Lost Boys, making Lemur Legion having to work for it in the last sort of push for the high ground. But Lemur Legion ultimately taking it home, getting a strong kind of lead from the mid. Zadie doing an amazing job at the mid, being able to then push a lot of pressure onto the map with their lineup. What? That was game one, and this is game two. See how these teams duke it out. If they adjust any bans and picks, knowing what they just played through. Lemur Legion. Gonna start with the Witch Doctor ban. Absolutely. Get that Witch Doctor out of there. Nobody wants to deal with the Witch Doctor. Abaddon getting the respect bans that this hero seems to just
only 10 seconds.
Strong hero. Abaddon, I mean, it's interesting that Abaddon has made its way to the meta.
Dire's ban.
Ban out the Tide as well. I think some very standard bans going on here. Night Stalker. This is the Night Stalker ban. I was talking a little bit about the Night Stalker in the other game. And
5 seconds. Hurry!
Yeah.
Hurry!
Yeah, Night Stalker just not a fun hero to play into. Does have some counters. I mean, you can kind of kite Night Stalker, and I don't know. It's just really tough to deal with. Pushy heroes in a backline just kind of suffer greatly under a Night Stalker. Better just to get it out. I mean, overall, as I was saying last game, that I think both teams had a good draft. Necessarily think it was the draft that leaned it one way or the other. I think a little bit the support picks that Lost Boys had were a little bit greedy. Did not provide a lot of crowd control that they might have needed against a Night Stalker. Was it the Night Stalker on their team? I could just be talking on my ass. But we're going to see ban on Jug. I mean, Eamon certainly did
10 seconds.
Good job on the Jug last game. Good Omni Slashes.
5 seconds remain.
It was very a comfortable pick. And they're going to do a Quap ban as well as a respect ban on Zadie, who really did a great job last game as playing this Quap. Let's see what Octavine's going to pull out here to fight against this.
Radiant team are now picking.
He has a Void Spirit up his sleeve. He didn't pick a Void Spirit. Lemur Legion going to ban out the Dawnbreaker. We thought about banning Dawnbreaker on the Lost Boys, and we decided not to because
only 10 seconds.
Don't think they play it that much. Even though it's a strong hero, I could be completely wrong. But felt like it wasn't a particular headband when we were looking at the Lost Boys. Lemur Legion going to pick up the Jakiro. I think we got a swap in here. Eric's playing. Eric playing on the match now.
10 seconds to pick.
Yeah. Eric likes to play some healing heroes. Let's see if this might be another. I think it was Sergeant Sarcasm last time on the Jakiro. And we've got Tremolo's Soul's Treant. They didn't ban it. Soul's gonna play his Grandmaster Tree. With his sole mission, cover the entire map.
Only 10 seconds.
What are they called? I forget what the actual Agnums is called.
5 seconds.
Seeds. The seeds that he puts on trees. He grants you massive vision. I mean, Tree, I genuinely think Tree is a high skill hero in the sense that the hero is not straightforward. I feel like this hero has a lot of nuance to it that maybe is not very apparent and easy to get wrong. Yeah, the skills aren't that complicated, but what the hero does and doesn't
10
do
seconds to
seems
pick.
kind of weirdly specific. And
5 seconds
I
remain.
think a good player recognizes it and then is able to leverage the strengths of the hero while mitigating the weaknesses. That's just me saying a lot of abstract things and not really saying anything, but it sounds smart. But
Dire's ban.
I mean, I don't know. I don't play tree that well, to be honest. I find the hero.
Dire's turn to make all the wrong choices.
I think so much revolves around tree's ultimate. The ultimate's strong, unless the enemy team has a manta, which they just manta out of it. But other than that, like it's a disarm. I don't think you
Only
can
10
cast spells in
seconds.
it if I remember correctly. It will stop channeling.
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry. Team pick.
This boy's gonna go for Warlock. So they've got Treant and Warlock as their supports. I mean, kind of deadly for team fighting, honestly. A team that gets caught in Treant Protector's ultimate, which is BKB piercing,
Only
by the
10
way.
seconds.
Followed up by a Warlock ult on top of that.
5 seconds remain.
Bad time for anybody in that section of the screen.
Radiant's turn to Royalist. Lion.
Lemur Legion just gonna go a little more conventional, I think. Shakiro, bread and butter, Lion. Lion's solid. Gives you some decent stuns. Nice sort of kill potential
10
out of the
seconds
Finger
to
of Death. Come level 6. So nice little damage boost on the
5
hero.
seconds remain.
And then we'll see. Usually, like, Blink Daggers are nice on Lion. To give that sort of instant initiation stun. Lemur Legion gonna pick up Mars. Yes! Good. Good. I like seeing heroes that we don't see much of. Mars, very strong, solid hero. I
10
think you
seconds to
put
pick.
this hero in a team lineup.
5
Combine it with a
seconds.
Jakiro
Hurry,
who
hurry.
can throw a Macropyre into the arena. I mean, I think this is good, solid pairing so far. Both teams sporting decent team fights so far.
Dire team pick. Riki.
Oh, the Ricky. Cursed Ricky. Who plays as Ricky? I should know because it suffered under it earlier today. Rickin's AoE silence is just rough.
Only
It's
10
rough.
seconds.
Crazy Ninja Smurf, I think. Played
5
it.
seconds. Hurry, hurry.
Yeah, Ricky is a fun hero to play. The AoE silence, the cloud. You got to build around it. Provides great vision. I think they played it. I don't think they played a position 1. I think they played Ricky as a support. And not a conventional support. Does this mean it's a tree 3? Or are they going to do like a interesting Ricky 3?
Radiant team pick.
To keep an eye out. And an Underlord. What? Okay, I'm confused. Who's their offlane here? Underlord offlane. Ricky's got to be
Only 10
a
seconds.
mid or...
5 seconds remain.
I mean, surely it's not a pause 5. Surely the Ricky is not a pause 5.
Radiant's ban.
Alchemist.
I'm Legion gonna pick up Alchemist. I'm gonna be honest with you, I hope this isn't the Alchemist that buys Agnum's Scepter. I saw it. I saw the game where Lemur Legion attempted this. And I don't know.
10 seconds to pick.
If you're gonna do the Alchemist buying Agnum's Scepter for teammates,
5
you
seconds.
need to get
remain.
yourself a little bit of items first, or else you kind of just end up this nothing hero. I think they ran it as a pause 3. And I don't know, maybe it was just the lineup and maybe how the rest of the game was going, but it did not look pleasant.
Dyer's ban.
I think it's an Alchemist 1 or mid. I hope it's an Alchemist 1 or mid. I don't know what's going on the side of the Lost Boys here. What is the Underlord threw me? But fair dues. I mean, you
10
run
seconds
Ricky
to pick.
position 1, I think, and then you pick a mid. Octavine's picking a mid right now.
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry.
It looks like we got some ban outs on the Muerta
Dyer's
and the
ban.
Lash. We have a Zeus ban. You don't want Ricky being found out by Zeus. Completely respectable. Hello, Pruseveld.
Only 10
Boo.
seconds.
2 was never your favorite X-Men.
5 seconds remain.
Looks like an X-Men here. Maybe Mars. Is Mars an X-Men character? Nightcrawler. Oh yeah. Oh, he was my favorite. Nightcrawler was my favorite. When I was young. I always liked the weirdos. Like in Street Fighter, I would pick the
10 seconds to pick.
Blanca, not Blanca, the one with the stretchy arms.
5
My
seconds.
brothers would always make fun of me because I picked the
hurry.
weird characters. Night Stalker was or Nightcrawler was my favorite X-Men. I feel like Ricky is a little closer to Nightcrawler than Night Stalker is, even though they're all blue. Anyway, what are they picking here? Lemur Legion? They're picking either their position 1 or mid, depending on where they choose to put Alchemist. I hope. Mars could go mid, but more likely it's position 3. Awesome. Yes, that's what the hero. The hero. What were they called in Street Fighter? They weren't heroes. They were fighters, I guess. I mean, Dota's pretty much just like Street Fighter.
Radiant
They have
team
moves,
are
they do
picking.
combos, they have health bars that eventually go down.
Dyer team are now picking.
Points away.
I'm gonna pick up Pangolier on the side of Lemur Legion. Okay. Zadie. Gonna show us some Pangolier. I like it.
Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds remain.
What are they gonna do for Lost Boys? They're gonna pick a mid. Octavine's picking a mid. Against Pangolier. You know how you counter Pangolier? We did this recently. Bloodseeker. Counter Pangolier with a Bloodseeker. Oh, we had this done to us recently. But I don't know, Bloodseeker. I mean, you could run it mid. You can run a Bloodseeker mid. Lost Boys, you're running out of time here. You got 9 seconds left. We're gonna pick up a
Choose
sniper.
your hero.
Gross. Sniper. You're always gonna get a shame point for me when you pick a sniper, but fair dues. Um, yeah, sniper into Bango. Anyway, the hats. All right, looking much more dressed up this time. There we go. I mean, first game it was looking a little bit. There was a bit of like lackluster in the hats, but now both teams pulling out their finest. I mean, maybe not on the Alchemist. Luckily, the Mars is covering the Alchemist. The Alchemist might be a little bit bare. We just can't tell because of Libido's massive Mars. Damn. Nice Underlord Rex Cow. Octavine sporting them with the Cinco de Mayo. I don't know. Who do we give this to? Who do we give this to? Come on, Prusevelt. Okay, Prusevelt, you choose. Which team looks like they're more impressive? Which is more shinier? Which has the coolest look? The Pangolier looks really cool. You have to give it to a team, to a specific team. Nice Warlock set too. I've never seen this Warlock set. Alright. Brucevelt's giving it to the Dire team. I think the Lost Boys take home the hats. They didn't win game 1, but they won the hats in game 2.
Just a minute or so
Alright.
now until
Bit
the
of
game
introductions
starts.
here.
Patience.
Octavine. Gonna be playing the Sniper, shame on you. Rufio, gonna pick up the Ricky position 1. I like it. Got some challenge to it. Rufio likes a challenge. Rex Cow, gonna be playing the Underlord. Crazy Ninja Smurf on this Warlock. And we're gonna have Tremolo Soul, Grand Master Tree himself. Playing the tree. Alright, on the side of Lemur Legion. Joining us for game number 2, we've got Eric playing Lion. Sergeant Sarcasm, gonna be giving us the Jakiro once more. I apologize if I'm not remembering that correctly. Jamin, gonna be giving us the Alchemist. Position 1, I'm guessing. Zadie on the Pangolier mid. And I think that's it. I think I named all of them. Alright. Both teams here. Got the smoke out on Lemur Legion. A few pings going out, but I think this is going to be fairly peaceful. Just a 2-for-2 bounty rune.
Death.
Nothing too exciting for bounties. Go tree yourself. Absolutely Tremolo. So you hear that? Go tree yourself. Oh, we got a stun going out on Crazy Ninja Smurf. I'm in some trouble here. Gonna be first blood. Near spear connected there too. Lemur Legion gonna pick up the first blood there. And we've got Sniper mid versus Pango. Respects to Pango just because being against a sniper is obnoxious more than anything. Bottom lane, we're gonna have Jamin, the Alchemist. Alchemist is interesting now. I think they've done a lot of recent changes to this hero that have been positive. They made it so he doesn't have to level up Greevil's Greed anymore. Kind of makes the hero pretty decent. Still has that sort of main farm component to the hero, but they kind of fight earlier. Just how the skill builds work out. Ricky Warlock into Mars Lion. Has a decent amount of heal. Didn't go for healing yet though, went for upheaval first. Ricky's always kind of a tricky, ooh, got a kill in the bottom lane. Sergeant Sarcasm catches out Tremolo's Soul. Be 2 kills on the side of Lemur Legion. Nope, on the side of, yeah, Lemur Legion. Lost Lemurs. Last hits. How do last hits look? There's that sniper abuse happening mid. Big sniper, fairly close on sort of lanes. Every core kind of evenly matched up right now. There's the upheaval on the top. He does pick up the Shadow Ward for healing. I think that's kind of what Ricky wants. If he's able to pick up last hits as long as he can keep his health bar up. In terms of getting kills, though, I don't think there's a lot of kill potential for Ricky and Warlock to do. Interesting kind of offlane draft here for the Lost Boys. Lord Tree. I mean, these heroes are able to kind of push down towers decently well, so... I mean, but into a Jakiro clears waves. And the acid spray from Alchemist is useful for that too. We're gonna pick up a kill on... another kill on Tremeliso. I'm talking about Alchemist just being better now. You can scale up this stun. Where before, like, you would invest so much in just having Revel's Greed for the gold, you would kind of skip out on the stun, so... Alchemist definitely feels like a stronger hero these days. They're in the laning stage. Jump here, Rufio. Getting some damage onto the lion. Be trying to get the health bar low to create some kill potential. Yeah, looks like Sniper getting a little low. Is 80 able to... Oh, the level advantage here. A little bit.
A scourge upon the earth is no more. Radiant's courier has been killed.
Courier death. Never like to see it, those poor little critters. Casualties of war. Like in some trouble here maybe, but there's not a really much control here on this side. That's what I mean, there's not much kill potential. Yeah, the upheaval, but doesn't really do too much. Kind of has to be very situational specific if it's gonna secure a kill. Lane. Heading over is a bit of the jungle camps here.
Dire's bottom tower under fire.
Not like a huge, I mean, I say that they've already got 2 kills in this bottom lane, but pretty tanky tree and Underlord, so it's gonna have to take quite a bit. We've already seen some kills in this bottom lane. Jamin and Sergeant Sarcasm able to get some kills off on Tremelo's soul. Mid lane, boring. There's a sniper. It's boring. Sorry. I just have a general hatred towards this hero, and it's not very warranted. I recognize it's completely out of human emotion. But I just like when you lane against this hero, it's just like, ugh, it's so eye-rolly. Late game, it gets a little bit different. I think Pangolier does pretty well against Sniper late game. Sense that has the mobility to get on top of Sniper. Crazy amount of kills happening so far, but it is 3-0. These boys have yet to find their first kill. And get a bit of damage getting done to them, but still feeling quite comfortable in lane. And these two heroes don't have a lot of kill potential together, I don't think. Unless the enemy committed onto a fight that they really couldn't win then. And I don't see these lanes, either of these lanes having major kill potential. With mid lane's kind of an interesting one. Mid lane's always a little bit more volatile and touchy. We do have the Rolling Thunder. If Zadie's able to get a nice Rolling Thunder that does some nice bounces, I might be able to kill the sniper. Alright, Alchemist Mars. The Alchemist on top of the last hits. Jamin kind of getting what he needs out of this lane. Ricky trailing behind a bit. I mean, it's tough for Ricky's to kind of last hit, especially if they're against a strong lineup. Looks like they're going to pick up the kill on the Warlock. Rufio did go the Exterminator set. Bottom kill. Kill out on Rex Cow. Maybe getting a little too close to... Oh, but the heals! Oh, it's close. It's kept him alive there, but did end up going down. Octavine switched into this bottom lane here. I'm gonna try to get some order and justice into this bottom lane. I mean, Alchemist, as soon as he has Chemical Rage, it's quite hard to take down. You have to catch that hero in between ults. I'm always reading chat.
Dire's middle tower taking damage.
Ricky's had a bad year. F's in the chat for Ricky. Yeah, I mean, laning with Ricky is a tough one.
Dire's middle tower is being
I said that, but we got 2 stuns on the side of Lemur Legion and none on the side of Spoils for this lane. We do have the healing, but as the levels get higher and higher, it's just going to get harder for this lane to kind of fight against this pairing. Five and 0. Vito on the Mars. It's the arena though. Ricky's got to be careful here. Not much mana. And doesn't really have. Does have the Finger of Death. Ooh, missed a kill. Sniper Octavine. Pushing lanes here. They picked up the kill on Tremoloso first, but then able to take down Alchemist. And the Underlord's gonna fall to the Macropyre. Octavine able to pick up the first kill on their team. It is on the Alchemist, which is a decent pickup. Getting some slices down, 3 heroes top. On the Dire side. Both supports not supporting this Ricky a little bit in this lane. Leave Rex Cal, the Underlord, to kind of just pick up what they need out of this lane. I think that's a good move. I think this little shift in lane is important. Beatty hasn't yet showed up to another lane, but I guess he's getting what he wants out of the mid here. The shifts in tri-lanes, so like the general meta is like 2 heroes in both lanes. But past metas have included things like tri-lanes where it's 3 heroes in one lane or just 1 hero in one lane. Kind of shakes up the dynamic a little bit. The Rufio Ricky is now able to kind of catch up a little bit in last hits. He's got 2 heroes behind him to support. The XP is a little bit more divided up here, but then the actual core of the lane is able to pick up some last hits in gold. It's kind of on the flip side where, I mean, Underlord's a great position 3 or a solo laner because it can decently tanky. If it doesn't overextend too much, might be in a little bit of trouble here. Able to sort of survive a lot. An easy kill. Looks like they're going to commit 3 now here to the bottom lane.
Dire's middle tower taking damage.
It's going to let Zadie do a bit of damage onto this mid. I'm not sure if they see the Drew. Yeah, I see Sniper here now.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
And Zadie's going to opt just to kind of push the mid tower.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
For Octavine, just gonna puck away at this tower here. This is what Sniper does. It's far away, getting its hands dirty. Just a little bit of pew pew.
Dire's middle tower taking damage. Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
We have a shift here, Rex Cow, using the ult, Underlord ult, to go on top of Zadie here. Rest of the team coming through as well, but catch, but this boy is just going to divert their attention out to the mid lane here. Finishing the bottom tower, but now going to apply pressure onto this mid. See how Lemur Legion respond to this. Came in, rocking the Radiance, good timing on it. Didn't see exactly when he got it, but certainly 13-minute Radiance is nothing to sniff at.
Dire structures
Greek, gonna get sniped.
Lion's heart beats.
So that was interesting. So interesting play by the Lost Boys. They were in the bottom lane, used the Underlord ult to shift mid, and now they all TP'd top. High pressure. 80 gonna pick up the kill on Tremolo's Soul in the mid. In the top lane, they're just gonna apply this little bit of damage. They're just making their rounds, having sniper pew pew the towers down a little bit.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
Lemur Legion. We have a Blink Dagger on Levito now on the Mars.
Dire's bottom tower
This is going to
under
create some
fire.
plays. Blink reveal right here. Wants to get this started. There's the blink in. Finding the Warlock. Is that the Warlock? Yeah, finding the Warlock. Nice pickup kill quickly on the two supports. Warlock buying back though. Has the ultimate. This could shift the fight. Big ultimate sniper in the back and the damage comes out. Ending the Lemur Legion running.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
It's a good initiation. Catching the Warlock, but you see all the buyback combined with the pesky sniper in the back line. Ultimately kind of went in the favor of Lemur Legion there, I think. Yeah, looks like they picked up a little bit out of that. But still in the lead, Lemur Legion. 6k lead. Urgent Sarcasm getting gone on by Ricky. Rufio gonna be able to pick up a kill bottom. Gonna maybe start to do a bit of catch up here. A bit behind, but does have a diffusal blade. Ideally, Lost Boys are going to be able to apply some good pressure with Sniper now. Just to give Rufio a little bit of time to
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
pick up some farm.
Dire's middle tower
Zadie
has
gonna
fallen.
take the mid tower down. How's a DD now?
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
And we've got Lemur Legion grouping up in the bottom here. Looks like they want to fight here again. There's Arena is up. This path going out. Levito waiting in. Just to get the rights here, but trying to Octavine, able to push them back, but there's Zadie with the roll on top of Octavine. Standing in the macro fire. Finished off by Eric's ultimate. Jamin moving in. They're gonna pick up 3 kills here.
Radiant's bottom tower is demolished.
Overall, good assault on the
Tower is taking damage.
side of Lemur Legion. Saw Levito waiting in. He wanted to get the kind of perfect Arena Blood, but didn't see it.
Dire's top tower
Couldn't
is
really blink because he
destroyed.
was getting hit. But good retreat. Pulled that sniper into a bad spot, and then you see how you're able to get on top of him. That's kind of how you have to play against Sniper.
Radiant's middle tower
You
is
have to
being
play to
attacked.
get on top of that hero, or
Dire's
else
top
he'll
tower
kind of
is
just
being
wipe out your
attacked.
team fairly quickly.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
Lost Boys gonna retreat a little bit into their triangle as
Dire's top
the
tower
Lemur
is
Legion
being
takes
attacked.
over their jungle. Amen. Now we're rocking a Blink Dagger with the Radiance. This hero is starting to get break territory, critical mass. Maybe one more item on Jamin, and I think we try to roll. You don't want to leave the sniper going too late game, or else nightmare or high ground just becomes a nightmare to deal with. So, Zadie doing a roll there. We do get a jump in from Levito. Fetch. Rufio pulls the Warlock ult. Kills on the side of Lost Boys. Sniper is getting on top of now. Jamin on top of the sniper, able to take him down. Zadie also chipping in there. Still alive, just on a sliver of health. That fight was going in both directions. Ultimately, going for the side of Lemur Legion. Punishing the sniper lineup. I mean, you saw a decent amount happening for the side of Lost Boys with the Warlock ult and the sniper in the back. But they've got a lot of tools to deal with this. Mars Arena, good ultimate to have against sniper. Ricky kind of got caught there inside the Mars ult. Really able to get out. I think Lost Boys might have to kind of start thinking about high ground defense, because so far these fights are going really advantageous for Lemur Legion. Amen. A lot of gold now. Is he going to start buying? He might start buying Agnums. Like at this point, if that's the way you went. I mean, he did go seed money though, so he didn't take the facet that's kind of benefits getting Agnums for your teammates. I think he is just going straight. Fish Alchemist. We'd like to see either a BKB or an AC as the next item. BKB on Mars, Levito, I think it's a good buy. Hero doesn't need much, but it needs a Blink Dagger and some survival item. Ooh, Mars Spear doesn't quite connect there, but they're still going to trap this 3 in there, and down he'll go. Lady now in on the back line, going to take out the Warlock. And this is the kind of pressure that they want to start applying. Don't want to let this go too late. Sniper in some trouble now. There's a Force Staff, going to be able to retreat though. Cow in some trouble now. Rest of the Lost Boys going to try to apply some pressure, but can't quite defend here at the moment. Scary, 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 scary. Though. Huge tree ults. Lock them down, but I'm not sure if there's going to be enough to follow up with it. Probably 4 down on the side of Lost Boys.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower under fire.
That's going to be tier 2 down now. Pressure being applied by Lemur Legion. They're just running with their timings, honestly. These team fights have just kind of mostly gone in their favor.
Radiant's top tower is under siege.
Consistently, they're just kind of picking up these good team fights that are working out for them. The Lost Boys are just having a little bit of trouble with the timings of their fight. Sniper, kind of like a good hero, but if it gets jumped on top of, then not much the hero can do. Really depending on maintaining this line. I think high ground will really be their best terrain to fight on. Ricky's going for the Agnum Scepter. a decent, gives Ricky a good amount of stats, able to kind of do a little more damage inside his little circle of death, tricks of the trade. Soul is rushing that Agnum Scepter. Objective in mind. Cover the map with trees. Nipper working on that, finishing off the pike.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
Yeah, both Sniper and Ricky kind of having a bit slow starts. 80. Bouncing. Blinking. Finding the Sniper. They're going to take him down, and that's another successful offensive. I think they just take this tower. I'm not sure Lost Boys can mount much of a defense here, especially with Sniper down. Instead, going to opt to push in the bottom lane. I think that's the best trade here for them.
Middle tower is taking damage.
Going to be played a bit cautious here.
Radiant's bottom tower is being
Maybe a bit too cautiously. You see them up there. I think you apply a bit of pressure and some damage here. Obviously, you don't want to get caught out here, but Lemur Legion just moving together now. Hunting pack. Ning Tremello Soul maybe juking through the trees. But gonna get caught here. The acid and the Radiance Burn.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
We do see an AC and a Sanjasha on the Alchemist. This hero is at his spike right now. I think Lemur Legion just want to consistently apply pressure here now.
Dire's middle tower
Not letting
taking
this
damage.
go too late or else the high ground will get a little too hard. Where they're fighting into a Warlock and a Sniper.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked. Dire's middle tower
And an
is now
Underlord.
under
Like that's
memory.
a wall of a high ground to fight into. We're gonna go for Roshan. Get the Aegis, make their high ground attempt kind of a little more secure. This boy's likely not going to be able to contest this. They do have a Fiend's Gate, but it's not near their teammates. That's just going to be a straight Roshan kill for Lemur Legion. They're going to put it on. They fought over it there. Jabin snatched it from Zadie. Team drama. Cow. Will it TP out? Our spear was already committed. Yo. Know about ya. Just as out, but doesn't quite catch him. Just on the edge there. Oof. Slips out. Rochambeau. A good nickname for him. There's probably some deep lore in Roshan that I don't know about. His secret name is actually Rochambeau. I mean, this game is boiling down. It's sort of similar to last game where Lemur Legion has the decent advantage. Able to apply good pressure, but I'm a little worried about this high ground they're gonna have to fight into. What does Sniper got? Sniper does have the Hurricane Pike. Going for the Shard now just to be able to have that little bit of extra safety and escape. They're gonna smoke up. They're gonna get a catch here. This is not a good start to a high ground defense. X-Cow going down. Oh, so also caught here. Trees to hide in there. Able to pick up that kill. Now you're down 2 heroes for this high ground defense. This is what Lemur Legion wants. They've got the Aegis. They've got 2 heroes down. Buybacks? No buyback on 3? There is a buyback on... No buyback on either of those heroes. This is the time. The time that Lemur Legion want to take this high ground. Demon not committing the ultimate yet. Staying low. Why he's saving his ultimate? Gets to die first. Back up. Nice micropyre out. Ninja Smurf. Octavine in the back. Doing damage. Zadie trying to fight into this sniper. And Alchemist going straight onto him. They will take him down. And the Underlord. Zadie eventually going down, but successfully taking on 4 heroes. 5 heroes, and it's a Ricky buyback. For buyback as well. Underlord buyback. They do pick up the tower and some decent kills here, and I think that's a solid just we got what we wanted, let's back out. Huge fight for the side of Lemur Legion. Didn't manage to take the rack out, but did set the Lost Boys back even further there with those buybacks. Time is of the essence. For one team or the other? It's just something that smart people say, right? Time is a thing that exists for everyone. All the time. The Aegis did go down. It just was on... Right, I mean, it was interesting that... I mean, I see that, like, you think of it like BKB. You let the Aegis burn out first, and then you use it, because I don't think Chemical Rage would stay on you. But, I mean, my argument would be that you put Chemical Rage on so that your first life lasts longer. Kind of just walking in with Aegis, no Chemical Rage. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's a good debate to be had there. Well, Soul, you're almost there, buddy. You almost got this eggs. I know the feeling. You're like, this is my life goal. There must be trees everywhere. Trees that see what I see. He's almost there. But getting caught here. Ultimate goes out. But who's catching who here? Zadie in some trouble getting pew-pewed, and that's straight down. Tremolo Soul going into the... Yeah, he's going in there. He just wants to hang out down here. Smoke up. What is Ags now? He's going to start his work. Brienne's going to start his mission. I mean, honestly, no joke. Eyes in the forest. You let this go too late, and Lost Boys end up getting a whole bunch of vision off of this. Suddenly you know exactly what the enemy's doing, and in the late game, that is such a huge advantage. We'll see, man. Like, Lemur Legion, you don't want to let this go too long. You're kind of on a timer here. Sniper's only going to get stronger, and that high ground's only going to get tougher.
Money changes hands.
Those openings, those sort of gank openings, are going to get smaller and smaller as you go. Saw in game 1 how Lost Boys are able to kind of mount a good high ground late game defense. It's certainly the case here. They have the draft for it. Came in now as a Monkey King bar. He's anticipating any sort of evasion. Ricky Cloud provides a mischance. Definitely good to have Monkey King for that. No Soul gets caught out this time by Zadie. No secret ambush waiting for Zadie on this one. Moving in now. They're looking for these pickoffs again. Sniper revealing that he's there. Vito gonna BKB and try to get deep here to get the catch. Might just have to settle for Rex Cow, but an easy target to take down. Sniper able to go back. Zadie's committing the roll. Warlock did go down, but buys back now. Being still in good shape, but now has Alchemist on top of them. Getting chewed out, able to push him back, but taken out quickly by Levito. Still coming in, but gonna get chewed down. This is a good high ground attack. Once again, these catches that the Lemur Legion are getting, making this high ground attack in their favor. This might just be it. No buybacks coming out. Feel getting taken down. That's a team wipe. Lemur Legion might just have this in the bag. Chemical Rage. Is that what they're calling trend now? What's trend?
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
They're gonna get 2 racks here. There's back up in 15. Same with Underlords, back up right now. Gonna be a tough defense. We'll see. I think Lemur Legion just fight it out here. They have a good enough lead now that they might just be able to overpower now that they're on the high ground. I mean, doing the damage, gonna be able to take out a Reek, but not before a Reek's able to finger the Rex Cow. And Dallon's gonna go with his last rack. I mean, Alchemist is definitely on some kind of steroids. Look at this stun. Look at this. Sniper in the back, but just not quite able to dish out the damage that they want to at this stage in the game. They've been jumping on top of the sniper, gonna take him down. Hello Soul, you're not gonna get those trees up everywhere. Just fighting to keep this base alive, but it's going down. Blink jumped on the Ricky, probably didn't even know he was there and stunned him. Weird, Jamin, you got that stun there. But this is a win. This looks ultimately like a win. Call it too soon. Might be calling it too soon. Maybe. Maybe not. And that's another team wipe. That's going to be it. The Lemur Legion secures game 2. Showing from Lemur Legion. Both games, they're able to kind of pick up the momentum early and roll with it, which is how you want to generally play a Dota game with confidence. Yeah, I'm gonna comment on the sniper pick. Look, it's no shade against Octavian. Octavian's a great player. It's shade against the hero itself. I think Lemur Legion played into the sniper very well. They had the mobility, they had the blinks, they had the pango roll, they had the ability to kill secure with Finger of Death, and they had the tools they needed to kind of play into this lineup. I think Lost Boys were just running a lineup that's a little bit tricky to execute. Ricky Paws 1, hard to pull off. You see Rufio had a tough lane early. I'm kind of trying to play catch up for the rest of it. Not great Ricky targets on the other side, honestly. Lion maybe, you can catch Lion a few times, but I think generally kind of a hard Ricky game to play into. Ricky Paws 1 is like It can end well, but I mean, you generally have to have a good head start. Um, you're kind of on your back feet early. It's tricky to have that hero turn things around. When was this Agnum Scepter? This is the rough part about like Agnum Scepter. I mean, for me, I mean, feels like a nice luxury item on tree. If you're able to get it early and get those trees out early, it's nice to have that whole map covered in vision. But if you're behind, it's a tricky go. Another amazing performance by Zadie. It did not seem phased at all by the sniper mid matchup. I mean, neck and neck. Sniper did have a slight net worth lead at the start there, but um, very slight. Overall, well played on Zadie's part to get what they needed out of that lane. I think that was a big contributing factor to their win. I mean, also Levito. I think Levito did quite well on the Mars. Didn't not complicated. Blink dagger, and then you just get those catches. And I think those running in and getting those right catches is what really made Lemur Legion's early fights just so successful. They had the means to kind of catch one or two heroes quite solidly. Jammin just had the lane that he wanted, got the farm that he wanted, and just kind of itemized into exactly what he wanted to do with this hero. You kind of reach this power spike where you just have more items than the other team. You don't necessarily have the kit or levels that benefit, but if you can just get more items than the other team, you just kind of hit this power spike that's really hard to play into. I think the Lost Boys were just behind enough that they couldn't make that high ground work. A few catches. I mean, I think Lost Boys needed to be a little more cautious on the. They really needed to fall back onto that high ground, and they got caught out a few places before their high ground was even. They couldn't really display the power of their lineup on high ground because they already lost a few heroes beforehand, which was good for the Lemur Legion. But overall, fun games to watch. Cool to see it. Hope you enjoyed the cast. Will I watch? I'm not going to cast another. Was two other games. I'm going to try to post cast them tomorrow, at least one of them. It's late now. I feel like if I cast another game, I'm not going to be able to give it a good amount of energy to justify it. But yeah, stay tuned. We'll do some more. And good on you for watching through, and we're gonna be moving into the stage of the elimination round. I don't know if teams start off eliminated, like if you're low enough in the group stage that you just don't advance into the elimination, or you start off in the lower bracket. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how the elimination matches go, and I'm looking forward to them. It's been a fun few months on this tournament, so we see how it all kind of boils down. Good night.